Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a noon edition of All Around Town Radio here from the All Around Town Radio studios in beautiful downtown Springboro, Ohio. We're going to talk today with some fellas that I've got joining me here. They're coming to us live from Hamilton's urban backyard right now in the heart of Hamilton, Ohio. And we're going to talk about Christian's Cornstand Jam, which is going on this weekend. And I have the distinct pleasure of being able to MC that event as well. So we're going to have some fun with that. There's a lot to talk about, so we're going to get right to it today. Up front here, we've got Jimmy. Say hi, Jimmy, so they know who you are. There he is. And
hi,
Casey,
everybody.
The Casey Gomez of CFG and the family, as I like to refer to him. Patrick in the back there behind Casey, and, of course, my good buddy Hollywood back there over Jimmy's shoulder, the bearded wonder, as I like to refer to him. Yes. Good to have you guys with us today. Let's get right to it. Jimmy, I'm going to start with you. Let's talk about the background to Christian's Cornstand Jam.
Well, a lot of people ask why the name Cornstand Jam and how did it start? So I'll go to the beginning. Back in 2019, my son Christian, he worked at a corn stand that he owned and sold sweet corn for 16 years since the age of 12. He ended up taking his life by suicide at the age of 28 years old. So we wanted to honor him and remember him. And we came up with an idea. He loved music. He was a music guy. So we decided to do bands and to put together a little festival. And we did it at the Chamber of Commerce and North Second Tap and Bottle the first year. And second year, we did it there with a bigger stage in the back. And then third year, we went to River's Edge, and we've been there ever since.
And how many years you been doing this, Jimmy?
This will be our sixth event, so 6 years.
And I was there last year. I can tell you, incredible event. Lots of people. The whole town seems to turn out for this. And you guys put on one heck of a show, and obviously in Christian's memory to do this. That's why, obviously, you chose the charity. And let's talk about the charity a little bit and what you donate to through this.
Well, Cornstand Jam has partnered with Hamilton Community Foundation. They sponsor us fiscally. Our money's managed by them. And the money that we raise, we award in scholarships. We gave out 8 scholarships this year, $1,500 each, which I was very happy about. When we give the scholarships out, we actually honor a lost loved one with that scholarship. So at the different schools who have lost students and whatnot, community members to suicide, that scholarship is given in their name. So it brings together a lot of families who have been through this. And, you know, together, I think we all heal. And so that's how we do it. And then we give money also to the local mental health agencies like Lost DOS, which is a group that goes out to the actual suicide to help the family with resources, comfort, you know, to show some empathy and to work with the local police to help the people understand what they're going to be dealing with.
Well, Jimmy, that's just a sad but amazing story that you've risen from the ashes here, so to speak, and you've done this and put this together. Does it make you? Does it have a two-edged side to it for you? Does it bring up good memories and bad memories? It obviously is near and dear to your heart, obviously.
Yeah, I was talking to a girl from the local newspaper the other day, and it's definitely a two-edged sword. The event now is just simply Cornstand Jam. I took Christian's name off of the actual event. Our organization on Facebook is Christian's Cornstand Jam, but the event, I took his name off. I took him off the scholarships just so that we could honor other people, get more people involved. And so it's not in my face all the time because, yeah, it gets tough. Absolutely.
I'm sure it does. And thank you for sharing that with us. I know it's difficult to talk about, I'm sure, still today. But let's get to a more positive aspect of this that you've done, and you've put this together. What can people expect if they show up on Saturday? Because we're going all day. We're going to be there, noon until 10 p.m. So there's a lot of time for people, even if they're busy, to stop in and check this out. For
sure. Basically, the thing that I'm very proud of is we have Jasper Roberts, who is the director of our children's area, and she manages all that. She's still in high school, very smart girl. She's received an award from our mayor for her volunteerism with us and other organizations. So the Kids Zone will run from noon to 6, petting zoo, inflatable corn maze, face painting, tattoos. Cane's Chicken has donated 500 kids meals to hand out as far as certificates for that. Just petting zoo, which I'm kind of excited about. I heard there might be a baby wolf and a lemur. So I'm excited about the little baby wolf, actually. But kids, it's free. That's the main thing. I wanted to make it free for everybody. And then the bands start at noon, and they'll go until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to get that lineup on here in just a minute. That's a great thing too, because the lineup's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But all this going on, I mean, if you haven't been to River's Edge, there's a lot of people that are going to watch this that have not been to River's Edge, and I will tell you, it's an incredible facility. First of all, and it has so much room. The parking is easy. You can get there. Hamilton's built this beautiful district down there by River's Edge that you can kind of just walk around and check out the town and all it has to offer down there. And I think, when I first came down, Hollywood invited me down for an event, and wow. I mean, I was just blown away because I had been down to that area years ago and nothing like it used to be. It's just built wonderfully. And you guys have done a great job of bringing this event to Hamilton each year. And when I was there last year, one thing I noticed was the love in Hamilton for music and for the people. The people are proud of their town. You guys are proud of your town. It's very obvious. How's that, Casey? How's that make you feel? You're a Hamiltonian, so to speak. So how's that make you feel?
It's really awesome to see our city develop and evolve over the years has been such a blessing. I've lived here ever since I was a kid, and there was a time when people didn't want to come to Hamilton, and it was kind of a scary place to be. Yeah. But now
I didn't want to say that, but that's what I was thinking about. That's that area,
Yeah, but now it's a place where everybody wants to hang out. There's so much to do down here. There are always events. It's just a great spot. It's really cool. And what they've done with River's Edge and bringing that to the community on their summer series, and then all of the local bars, and it's just a nice community. It's just a great place to be right now. And it's only growing. It's growing and getting better day by day.
Definitely agree with that one. It's a cool place to be. It's got a great vibe to it down there around the river. Just everybody, like I said, everybody was so welcoming and warm, and it just felt good to be there. And Patrick's in the back there. He helps organize volunteers for this, right?
Yes, sir, I do. I do. My wife and I, we orchestrate all the volunteers and do whatever we can to pitch in. The whole event is put on by volunteers and volunteers alone. Everything from the people you see sitting in front of you. I mean, Casey does an amazing job getting the bands together.
Thanks.
The fireworks, or one of our volunteers does the soundtrack for the fireworks. So it's really a great time.
And the city of Hamilton, let's give them a shout out as well. They're great supporters of what you do. I know. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot to put on an event like this. I mean, it takes logistics. It takes, blocking areas off. Every time Hamilton has an event there at River's Edge, it's a big work for the city. And they've bought into this, and they want to bring people down and showcase what they've done. And I really admire that. And Patrick, I know what it's like to organize volunteers for an event like this. And I can tell you, I don't think I've ever been to a music festival that I've done or anything else that had a baby wolf. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But Patrick, do people come out of the woodwork to help, or is it tough to get volunteers? I know a lot of people tell me today it's tough.
Scott, it's honestly, it's been pretty easy. the people do want to help. We've got somewhere around 70 volunteers throughout the day, to help put this on. So it's been amazing. We have a lot of the mental health organizations throughout the town. They're sending some people to help, as well as setting up as resources. So the volunteers it's not been as difficult to get them, but to organize them and to accommodate, that's been a little bit of a challenge, but we're getting through it.
All right. And if you're watching today, guys, I'm seeing a lot of comments starting to pop up here. If you're watching today, please drop a comment. If you have a question for these guys about the event on Saturday, please do. And if you're watching after we're live, you can put it in there and they'll monitor that and be able to answer your questions as well throughout the day today. So, Patricia, thank you for that comment saying an awesome way to honor your son. That's nice of Patricia there. The scholarships are remarkable. A lot of people are talking about here. And certainly I see quite a few folks jumping in, like Chris Reese. He said he can't make it this year, but you're doing great things. Chris Reese from Dat Band, one of the music community's greatest bands in the area. Amy Robertson, thank you so much. She says a Hamiltonian, so thank you for that. And let's move into something here about music, because you said, Jimmy, you said to us that Christian love music, and this festival has a whole lot of music. Why is it called the Cornstand Jam? Because there's a lot of music. And Casey, you've been the musical director for this. Let's talk about the lineup for a minute and talk about the folks who are going to play.
Yeah, so at noon, kicking things off at noon, we've got DJ Christian D. He's going to spin some vinyl and all kinds of great tunes for us, get us up and motivated and dance and whatnot. And then following him, we have Joe Waters, who is the International Blues Challenge solo artist winner of 2024. And he's really great. If you love blues, he's the guy. I'm really looking forward to seeing him myself. Following him, we have the Kokata Comeback with Josh Lawson, one of our local acts. They're fantastic. They're great. And then you have the Maria Carrilli Band. And Maria's amazing. She's kind of folky, but really great. She's one not to miss. And then after her, you have yours truly, CFG and the Family, and then Ben Wall's band will be closing things out, and then we'll have fireworks. So it's a full packed day. It's perfect. It's a lot of great music.
So here, let me see if I can bring you back.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. Dangerous Jim.
I was going to ask you.
Yep, can't forget him.
Can't forget him. He's a wild man. He's gonna take over the stage, man.
If you forget him, he'll be duking it out with you here. So he's one of those guys that you don't want to miss either. What a great lineup of music, though, and a diverse lineup of music. I think that's cool how you put this together this year.
Yeah, and a lot of these folks are my friends, and just through meeting so many local musicians, and we try to keep it local. That's one big thing about Cornstand Jam is we try to keep it local and give it back to everyone that's put in so much hard work and establishing themselves and just trying to uplift the local scene.
Yeah, it sounds like a good scene going on down there in Hamilton as well. And I like I said, I've been down for quite a few shows, and one of the reasons, and I want to say that I feel that Hamilton's on the map and in the music world is the man standing behind Jimmy back there is Mr. Hollywood, as we like to refer to him. But Joe, you've just done an incredible job of promoting Hamilton, and anywhere you've been has been a huge success. And thank you for your support of local music, because he's one of our greatest supporters here at All Around Town Radio as well. Anything you got to say back there, Mr. Hollywood?
Usually I got a lot to say, but today not really. This is about the event. Don't be taken back. I just want to thank everybody that's involved with this event. It's a lot of people think you just show up to a park or show up to an amphitheater and everything is a go. There's a lot of planning that goes into this. Me being on a couple different committees in this town, I can tell you almost every Monday night we are having a Cornstand Jam meeting at a local establishment here in town. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of prep. 6 years into it, I don't want to say we have it down to a science because something always happens, but I mean, we are really buttoned up with the team leads and the volunteer team and the people that get involved with this event each year. And we are very grateful and thankful.
Absolutely. And we've got a question that popped up. Steve said, is there a place to see all the times in the bands? There's an event on Facebook that actually says the Cornstand Jam event. Where else can they find information, guys?
Well, you have the Facebook event, which is Christian's Cornstand Jam. The event, Cornstand Jam, is also on Facebook. We're heavily marketed on Facebook. We have a web page that's being developed, and it doesn't have as much, but it will give you the information to get to Facebook page, which will give you the times of each band, where they can, go from there.
Casey, you're taking a beating on the sunglasses on here today, man. I just want
That's
you to
all
know.
right.
Your buddies are all over it. It's Mason. Mason started it though. Mason Johnson from CFG in the family. He
I'll
says
deal with him later.
Sunglasses indoors. I don't know. I thought it was just the cool vibe you were trying to put out here and show everybody, but maybe it is bright in there. I don't know.
It's a little bright.
It's bright with all these fellas around me. It's always bright.
That's right.
There you go. So when the kids show up at this, because there was a lot of kids I noticed last year who were just having a blast there. You've it seems like this year you've upped the game for the kids even more. So if the whole family wants to come out and maybe mom and dad want to enjoy some music and let the kids have a little bit of fun too, what are all those activities again for the kids? Let's chat about that.
Well, we have the inflatable corn maze, which that's probably one of the most popular things. They've got other field games that they set up for the kids, little cornhole boards, things like that. We pull all the picnic tables over close to the food trucks because they're right behind the kids zone, so that parents and family can sit around, eat, watch the kids. The petting zoo we added this year, which is going to be a very big addition. I think a lot of kids are excited about that. And to talk about, the aspect of the mental health factor is, we try to, like our book, we have a book called Monkey and Bugs Night at the Cornstand Jam, which one of our team members wrote, a local author, Scott Smallwood. Anna Tebby was the illustrator, and those books will be available for kids. We like to start young with kids talking about it. It's about a dog and a cat, which are unlikely to come together, and they just talk about one of them not feeling great, and the other helps them out with their feelings, and it gets kids talking about their feelings, which is where it all starts.
Well, yeah, and if you had one message to share, Jimmy, with the people watching today about this event and about why you put this event on, what would it be?
Reach out. If you're struggling in any way, shape, or form, reach out. Grab somebody. Always have those top tier people at your beck and call anytime. That's what I would say.
Thank you, Chris Reese. I appreciate that comment. A lot of great comments coming in today. A lot of people watching here. And again, we're going to share this. They're going to share it on their page. We'll share it on ours. And if you have a comment, if you're watching, or you have a question about Cornstand Jam, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And I just want to say, first and foremost, I'm honored to be there as well. And thank you guys for choosing me to do a little MC work that day and be part of this. Because last year when I was there, I was just wowed by the like I said, the amount of love and the way the crew and everybody meshed and worked together. It's a definitely an event of togetherness and an event of friendship. And I think that's very important. Some of these festivals you do, they're cold. You got the production guys who don't get along with this guy and all that. And this is not like that. It's just all people who come together and seem to be there for the common cause. And you've given away a ton of money. I mean, you've given, these scholarships are so important to these kids you're giving it to. And that's got to be pretty rewarding too, Jimmy, I'm sure.
It definitely is. I know during the award ceremony this year, just looking at the diversity of the kids and the schools. I mean, we got kids that are going to Notre Dame, Old Dominion, North Carolina, UC, Miami. I see these schools and these caliber of schools that these kids are going to. It's amazing. So it's a real good feel. And, they're at a very, vulnerable age. I mean, when you talk about the age where things start to happen, the pre or the post-pubescent children becoming adults, that's a very big trigger for mental health issues to arise, unfortunately. And then you got the change from high school to college, living away from the family. So we really feel that's a great group age-wise to be into.
Yeah, and we had a question pop up, said, where's the after party? Is there an after party?
Well, we have a pre-party here at the Hub on the 20th. The day of the event, we're going to be pretty beat up, but after the event, I know there's at least one scheduled right now at the Grub Pub. There'll be a band called The Interns, which I think you are familiar with them, Scott.
Very.
They'll be playing there, and we're looking for maybe another pop-up show or two. We just don't know, but we'll be announcing it on Facebook. So go to Christian's Cornstand Jam on Facebook, and you'll get all the details about what we got planned.
Julie, thank you for that question. That's coming from someone who's going to be there watching and not working 10-hour day. Those that work a 10-hour day are like, I'm going home after this. I get it. But thank you, Julie. And Chris Reese says, oh, after party. So he's into that. And so, yeah, it's an event for all ages. It's an event for families. And one thing we really didn't hit on either that closes this show out is an amazing fireworks show from Rozzi's.
Absolutely.
And, that's choreographed to music and all that. And that was incredibly cool. That was like the icing on the cake last year after everybody played and then that hit. It was just really cool to see.
We had to gild the lily. I mean, with the best fireworks company in the world. I mean, they're everywhere. They do WBN fireworks. They've done some of the biggest shows in the world. So we're lucky enough to be able to have them, and they're really, really good to us. And the vantage point for those will be Markham Park and River's Edge. And you saw them last year, Scott. They're in your face. I mean, they're right there.
Oh, yeah. It's a great show.
Off the river. So.
And the support there, you had the support of the Hamilton Fire Department. You had the support of the police department for those events. I mean, this truly is a community event. And again, guys, if you're watching the scroller at the bottom of the screen, noon to 10 on Saturday. It's free admission. It's at River's Edge in Hamilton. If you haven't been there, go see it. You don't have anything to do Saturday. Come on down and enjoy yourself, and we'll have a blast. And come up and say, hey, if you're a Hall Around Town viewer, please come up and say hi. Hollywood will keep me caged in the back, I'm sure, but I'll come out once in a while and say hi to everybody. I'd love to. And let's talk about vendors real quick. Any highlights for the vendors that you guys know that are going to be there? Anything that might really spark the interest of people?
Food trucks.
I mean, our food trucks are amazing. What we try to do is get the top food truck in each category. We work really hard at that. I mean, we could book any trucks, but because everybody wants to come to a crowd of, 5 or 6 or 7,000 people. The fact is we get like Naughty Lobster, Victory Lane Pizza, Don Tacos, Hunger Pains, Faded Cow.
Everybody cares.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love that one. My co-host with the most.
This is her first year too, so she's really excited to be here.
Yeah, she's done really well with that. And who doesn't love food trucks? I mean, food
treats
trucks
for the kids too. Caramel corn. We got a popcorn vendor that makes 600 different mixes for popcorn.
Wow.
Kind of fitting. Cornstand Jam. And then we have.
I watched Casey eat a lobster roll last year, and he didn't offer me a bite even. I was really upset about that. He devoured that lobster roll in seconds backstage. I will tell you, it looked great. So much to do, and then the musical lineup, Casey, doesn't get much better. I mean, like you said, it's local, and I love DJ Christian D. He's such a cool kid. And I saw his promo for the event online. I mean, I want to hire that kid to do promos for my show. He did a great job. And he's going to be kicking things off at noon. Joe Waters, I mean, doesn't get any better than that either. I mean, this guy is winning it all and doing it all. And then, I just got to say, the way you've wrapped this thing in music has just got a great vibe to it. And I think the way you've kind of sequenced it for the day, ended up with the Ben Waltz Band, that's going to be a cool night. And everybody ought to be there for all those. And maybe they'll just come spend the whole day, right, Casey?
Yeah, hopefully. We've got a tradition every year we try to do at the end, and we try to get everybody up on stage that's played throughout the day and have a big powwow and big kumbaya moment where we all try to sing one final song. So we'll be closing out with something special with the Ben Walls Band. So I'm really looking forward to the whole day. But like that moment is truly something when you get to that moment, that point of the show, because we're all just, after it's all said and done, it's all about us getting together and having a good time. So.
And I think Ben Walls has some special guests in with his band too, right?
He does.
Some sneak peeks there. I don't know if we're giving that away or not, but I heard.
I think we're allowed to say that.
We got a lot of surprises coming.
Yeah. So Gina McCain and Johnny Fink will be joining Ben Walls during his set.
Just by the way, if you've never heard Gina sing, look out. I mean, we all know that. Everybody that's heard her knows that Gina McCann's one of the best voices in the entire tri-state, and you're in for a treat there too. So what a day, what a night it's going to be. Tons of stuff to do. The vendors, the kids zone, the petting zoo, the wolf, maybe baby wolf.
The lemur.
I think somebody in this group has a pet turtle too.
Yeah.
That's
Alonzo.
I'm not as into the lemur as the wolf, though, but I will say that'll be cool to see. And thanks, Glenn. He said he may have to take a long trip to this event. Yeah, it's a little trip out to Hamilton, but if you're in Dayton or Cincinnati, man, it's easy to get there. Just come off there on 129 and run it straight in, and it'll take you right there. And it's a wonderful event. Anything else you guys want to share today? We're about out of time, but anything else you want to share today?
Yeah, so Municipal Brewing also has put together a special brew for the event. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we have a beer that Municipal Brew Works started brewing a few years ago. It's called Cornstand Cream Ale. It's actually a French cream ale. It's made from corn, and it actually has gone out to Denver to the big beer fest out there. It's definitely done well and sold well, and actually, like B-Dubs picked it up corporate wide here locally. I believe that was 2 years ago. So that's something we're kind of proud about, is our beer.
It's pretty tasty too,
and it's here at the hub. You can actually get it here at Hamilton Backyard.
It's Hollywood approved. There we go.
Yes.
And that's all you need right there is that endorsement, ladies and gents.
Another thing, Scott, I wanted to let everybody know that gets overlooked is our raffle area with our silent auction and raffle baskets. I don't know how I got put in charge of this task, but I work at Rose Automotive and I'm there all the time. So everybody brings their raffle items there. And we have Blackstone grills. We have weekend stay at the Spooky Nook. We have guitars, custom made, handmade. We have a vintage mandolin. We have a drum head. We have, I'm going to guess, 100+ raffle items this year, which are baskets. It's just swamped all day. So the baskets will go from noon until I believe 8 o'clock will be final drawings for everything. So you definitely don't want to miss that. There's some really neat art. We have a Charlie Harper piece, a lot of stuff. So it's going to be a great time.
Cool. So the Cornstand Jam, Saturday, River's Edge, Hamilton, everybody. Noon until 10 p.m. Ending it with some fireworks. Look at the shameless plugs they're holding up here. I love that.
Go to Facebook and you'll see all the deets.
Pete can't wait for Cornstand Jam. Can't wait to see you, Pete. Always.
Hey, Pete.
It's going to be a great day.
It is. Guys, I can't thank you enough. And Jimmy, thank you so much for sharing this story. It's an incredible story. And what you've done with tragedy in your life is just amazing. So thank you. We appreciate you. and all the things you do for Hamilton, and everybody in that room right there that does great things for Hamilton, Ohio, because y'all are proud of your town, and I love that. I think that's the coolest part of this is people are proud of their town and want people to come see what they've built. And you guys have built a great event, and I can't wait to be there with you on Saturday and enjoying the day. And looks like the weather's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I just want our team to know how much I love them. They're my family. Our team, we talk every day. It's year round. We take a little time off after it, but honestly, Scott, it's a lot. And these guys give, and their wives, and just our whole team. I love them.
We'll be starting as soon as this one's over. We'll be starting back up for next year.
Well, I think we'll end it with that. Jimmy says he loves them, and that's all that matters. And thank you guys so much for being with me today. Stick with me for just a minute as we go out here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're watching after we're live, drop a comment. And if you have a question about Cornstand Jam, you can drop it in the comments, or you can send them a message on their Facebook page at Christian's Cornstand Jam.
Thank you, Scott.
Scott, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
We appreciate you more than you ever know.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. And don't forget, guys, here at All Around Town Radio, that's what we're doing. We're trying to support the live local music community, and this is a great event on Saturday. I'd love to see you there, so come out and visit with us and say hi. And I'll give you a All Around Town bottle of water or something. You know, you never know what I might have to give away. Some stickers and fun stuff. So thank you so much. We'll be back live tomorrow at 5 with Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's Cafe. And that is going to tell you who's playing out in the tri-state for the week and at all the venues and the fun stuff. So we'd love to see you then. Thanks, guys, again. We'll see you next time here at All Around Town Radio and the Cornstand Jam. I love it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go.
Hollywood, what do you do with these brims, man? I'm too old to wear a brim hat like this.
Yeah, I'll get you fixed up. We'll get you a new one for this year.
I look, you know. I don't know.
Actually, the new ones this year, they're called grandpa hats.
Grandpa hats.
Yes, that's why I went with them. They're a big head hat, and I love them.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate you.
Peace.
If I can get